Remember how to use the scanner.
You just hold down your ability button, and then
can I ride the boar and use the scanner?
I doubt it.
Let me go find out now.
What is it? What is your mission?
Go find treasure in the desert.
Okay, but is there an area if you open up the
No. It's just find stuff in the desert. He wants stuff.
Okay, but there, like, an area didn't actually show up?
No. Find stuff in the desert.
What was the exact wording?
I wasn't really listening to him, but the quest...
Yeah, like, go to the quest.
...is find stuff in the desert. Use the scanner. Big gains.
Yeah, I think I had to look that one up.
You're welcome to. I'm going to ride the boar.
Alright.
I'm going to go to this treasure chest, and then I'm going to ride the boar. Silver ore. Come here, boar. I hope I can combo you.
Actually, there's a new D&D book that came out, like, yesterday. And,
the answer is no, I can't use the boar.
They brought in, a changeling race.
Oh!
So you have like lower like physical abilities than most races get when you create a character, because when you pick a race you get a bonus.
Yeah.
And so their bonus is slightly lower, balanced by the fact that they can turn into anyone they've ever seen. That's
awesome.
They can just, as an action, so within 6 seconds, just become anyone, which is pretty hilarious. Alright, do you remember what the quest was called?
Heritage of the Past.
Old world material obtained. Hypothesis. Said material is likely a relic from an ancient civilization.
Well, you got one of them. Oh, I think it's actually at all the places where there's ruins. It's where you should check. But I will still double check that. Nier Automata. Heritage
of the past.
Of the past.
Hey, I wonder, is this the city that was in the town in the first game?
Could be.
It's kind of shaped like it.
You know, it makes sense why stuff's only like peeking out of certain areas because it was so multi-leveled. Quest. Retrieve the items before I'm going to put them. Oh, okay.
But mysterious lithograph.
Old world material obtained.
Nice.
Hypothesis.
Oh, that reminds
Said
me.
material
When we were
is
talking,
likely
I
a
found
relic
another
from an
lithograph.
ancient civilization.
So I'm gonna go to my intel here.
Excuse me, robot shooting at me.
Rule 11,034. The height of one's status and lodging shall match. In this world, order is protected through a focus on rules. Those on high status as well as the aged are deserving of respect and therefore must dwell in the residences above all others. This is to be considered a natural courtesy. Rule 8,614. Parents shall not purchase birthday feast ingredients. We masked people have traditionally shown proclivities toward treasuring our children. However, due to the parents purchasing far too many ingredients for the birthday parties of our children, much of what is bought goes to waste. This rule was passed by the king, who was quite distressed by the ceaselessness of such behavior.
Yeah, so there was a king who was like, we're wasting a lot of shit. And so he made an immortal rule that you couldn't buy birthday party stuff.
Let me just check that the quest is updated now, because I just found a couple things.
Yeah, so
you found an old staff. You found a stone tablet with laws written on it.
Okay, so you've gotten 2?
Yeah.
Then the aged stick It's near House Ruins.
H-stick is what I already got.
Oh, H-stick. Oh, sorry. H-stick.
And
you
the
already
tablet.
Commandment slab. Yep. Continue towards the desert housing area. And to the left of the entrance, find the filthy mask between two rock formations. So go to the left of the entrance to the city.
Okay.
So you're going there, and then it'll be between two rock formations. Now you're going directly towards it. There you go. So
There's a treasure chest up here.
it's in this area ish.
One moment. Treasure.
Actually, go a little further.
Out to the desert?
No, along the wall.
Oh.
I think it's beyond that bend.
Sprint.
Yeah, to the right, like close. Yeah, it's near these rocks somewhere.
Yep, here we go.
Old world
Filthy mask.
material obtained. Hypothesis.
Is that it?
So
Said
now you go back to
material
him.
is likely a
He'll
relic
give
from an
you
ancient
like one more
civilization.
thing that he wants, but I think he'll actually tell you
Okay.
where to get it. And then
Perfect.
you'll be good to go.
Treasure chest over here I gotta get.
Yep. Yeah, like you'd never find all these little treasure chests if you didn't have the item finder installed.
Oh, absolutely not.
Like,
You're absolutely right.
because look at this. You got like 20 meters of visibility.
Yep. Oh,
You're
fucking
hitting the
sandstorm.
sandstorm.
What the fuck?
That appears to be a giant Emil head. I never found this.
What is this? This is a meal.
It's a giant Emil.
Climb it. I'm king of the Emil skull. There's a bunch of them.
I never saw this.
This is insane. Where am I?
Yes, go to the map, zoom out. Yeah, you are.
Out in the middle of the desert.
Yep. See, because I pushed far towards.
That's insane.
Super fucking weird.
It's super weird.
But yeah, like there's no items or anything out here, right? So
Yep.
why would I come this way? And I think the oasis is in the other direction, which is
Yep.
the other far place. And then you were just a second ago bumping into the storm. So
Yeah.
like it's designed for you to miss.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's nothing in there. What?
It's just so you can go, what the fuck?
Experiences are more valuable, I guess?
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna skip that chest. I don't want to backtrack.
It's because anyone who didn't see the first game would have a completely different what the fuck to finding it, so they don't want to make it mandatory. But
Yeah.
if you had found that on your first playthrough before finding a meal,
Yeah.
you would have blown your shit. You would have been
Yeah,
like,
I'd be like,
is
what the
happening?"
fuck is happening? Why is this even in here? Yeah, those are definitely housing from the first game. There's no doubt. But then that leads to the question of why are there cities built up near it? Unless, I guess they went to the moon, so presumably...
It's another, like, billion years after.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there was plenty of time for a whole civilization to rise and fall. Which is the premise to an RPG universe called Numenera.
Okay.
You're, like, in the 10th civilization to rise and fall on the same planet.
Oh, is this the one with the thing where there's no nighttime and then there's suddenly nighttime? Or no, that's a book you're talking
That's
about.
a book.
Yeah.
That's an Isaac
Continue.
Asimov book. Yeah, so basically, people have all this shit. Like, they call it ciphers, and it's just technology from the past that's still functioning. Nobody knows what it's supposed to do, but they have found practical purposes for a lot of it. But it's like, maybe the thing you're using as a hand grenade is actually just a battery, and the thing you're doing to activate the hand grenade is breaking it.
Yeah.
And then throwing a broken battery, which will then explode. and the entire universe is just people living in the like graveyard of 9 different civilizations. Which I believe Earth is the first of those civilizations. Like our Earth now is the first of those civilizations.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's still our world. You're just so far in the future, and so many civilizations have risen.
Just go find more crap.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will open that back up.
Because I found 3.
Yeah, because there is a 4th item. I assumed that he would just tell you where it is. Why don't you just tell me the name of the movie you want to see? Okay. Turn in the first 3 items, and then go to the area near the apologetic machine, which is one of those doors that don't do anything. It is right. It appears to be right by the. Okay, no. All right, I see what this is indicating now. So if you're looking at the Desert Center teleporter. You want to go, and you're looking north. You want to.
What way is north?
There should be a reset. No, there isn't. Okay. Put the city on your right.
Like that city?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is to the left. So you want to go down and a bit to the left from where you are now.
Here? Roughly?
Yeah. Roughly.
Alright, I'll put them markers.
Maybe slightly higher than that.
Oh, there's a treasure chest this way, so I'll head for there. And there's some ruins I see right there. So
I believe there you fight a big monster here, if I remember right. Something comes out of the sand. You did it.
I'm the best. The best.
We were beaten by the best. Yeah, it's definitely in this area. Just start killing these guys. You're in the right place.
There was a little bit more ruins just over this bend here.
No, well, maybe. Yeah, he must be. There you go.
Statue of a girl.
You cannot pass. It is unforgivable.
Okay. Fight these cowboys. They're very strong.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. 1 second.
What the heck, Worth?
How do I...
It's down on the D-pad.
Oops. I couldn't remember the other button I was supposed to press.
Oh.
That's fine, this is working. I'm gonna be full health.
Yes. Close to it.
Alright, I want to be on this weapon, and I want to be on this pod. There we go.
Yes. Down on the D-pad, and O is always confirmed. Oh, you have the gravity bomb turned on.
Oh.
It doesn't do damage. It's meant to pull everyone in so you can melee them all at once. Yeah, because we had been testing, because you always forget to use your stuff anyway, usually.
Yeah.
So, we were testing out random other ones.
I couldn't remember if I had the shield still equipped or not.
No.
Alright.
Yeah, these guys are strong. Like, they're meant to be the boss of this class. Bunch of cowboys.
Of course. I'll eventually just get good at this over time.
Yes.
It's my own bullet hell, bitch.
Splash damage.
Yeah, splash damage is nice.
I mean, it's no sneak attack damage.
Man, sneak attack bonuses are the shit.
They really are.
In all games.
In Dungeons and Dragons, if your party's like not being loaded up with tons of magical bullshit, no one can out damage Rogue because of the sneak attack. If they can manage to get their sneak attack every turn, because they add tons of dice to their attack, and like if you don't have a bunch of like magical items boosting you up, nobody else can sustain that much damage every turn.
What are the requirements to get your sneak attack off?
It's actually really, really easy. All that is required is that you either have advantage on the attack, which means you get to roll 2 dice and take the best outcome.
Yep.
And you get that through various different ways. If you're hidden, you'll get it, but you'll also get it if the enemy has any conditions that grant advantage to people attacking them or whatever. Like an enemy that's been knocked prone, if you attack it in melee, you have advantage.
Have been defeated.
They're in a
Analysis. Their
vulnerable
garments were
position.
based on a
Yep.
subset
And
of
stuff
human
like that.
culture.
But also,
Human culture?
because
Examples of said clothing
they
can
sort
be
of
found in
they
motion
changed up some
pictures
stuff in 5th
that
edition,
humans
so they made it
created for
really
entertainment
easy.
purposes.
If you have an
More
ally
specifically,
within
they
5
were
feet,
from a genre known
therefore
as Westerns
the
that
enemy is
chronicled
distracted,
warfare in
is
a
busy
certain
dealing
region
with
of the
someone else.
planet.
You get your
Warfare
sneak
is
attack.
entertainment?
So as long as
What
one
were
of your party
humans
members
thinking?
is up and near the and next, like if one of basically you do my favorite thing to do in Assassin's Creed, which is when you have a group of guys fighting with you, you just stroll through the fight and stab people in the back. Just run them
That's
through
awesome.
from behind.
That's exactly what
and
I would do.
that's what the rogue does. If the enemy is distracted, you can just do whatever you want.
Facade? Facade? Facade?
Yes.
Is that
Facade is the name of the city.
Okay, so I was right. This
Yeah.
is the city.
I
from
forgot
the first
that
game.
he just straight up tells you.
Or masks. This wasn't you. So this is just the confirmation that it gives you.
Yeah, it's like this used to be
That's
a
cool.
super
It's a good
cool
throwback.
place.
It's funny because like I've never played the first game, nor will I ever. But it's having
No.
watched the Let's Play.
No one should play it.
Watching Let's Plays of it is great.
Just like no one should play Drakengard either.
Yeah.
Like this is the first one of these games that was good because Platinum made the gameplay.
Spear of the Usurper.
I think I may have actually switched to Spear of the Usurper.
I'll have to upgrade it. Alright, where is the next closest quest?
Oh, actually, I definitely did because I love the weapon story on it, and I know the ending of it, so I must have got it to level 4.
Okay. Alright, so we'll do Amnesia next. So we're going to teleport back to town so I can upgrade my weapons.
Your weapons?
My weapons.
Still wearing that dumb alien head.
I am. If I find something new, I'll change to it. I just
I
haven't
mean,
found
you
anything.
don't have to wear anything.
I don't.
It's like Pillars of Eternity. Hats, like, even if they're helmets or armor, they're completely useless unless they're enchanted.
Yeah, no,
So
I
it's just
absolutely
like,
don't
wear
them.
whatever hat or cape you want, unless it's enchanted. It doesn't matter. You just fashion.
Yeah, exactly. No, I 100% would only wear stuff that was enchanted.
Although I couldn't wear hats in that game because I made a godlike,
Oh,
and godlikes have
Horns.
fancy heads.
yeah.
But specifically, they also have racial abilities, where most of the other ones just get a small boost in a stat. They have racial abilities, so it's like that's taking your hat slot. Like
Okay.
you can't enchant a hat and wear it, but you have an always on racial ability.
Okay.
And I was a moon godlike, so when I hit 75% health, I get a burst that heals
Alert.
me and everyone
Mail
around me,
received from
and again
command.
at 50%, and again at 25%.
Okay.
So it's just like the sustain character.
Where is the
Which is
hat?
fun.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I got mail.
I wish that you could get some cool sunglasses, but you just wear them over the blindfold. That would be cool. That'd be dumb.
She wants me to eat the fish.
Yeah, you gotta eat the fish. Did we eat the fish?
And no,
The first-
we didn't need the fish.
Okay.
We didn't get the quest.
Okay.
Shoot for your member who has possession of secret information chips. I already got that one.
Yeah.
210 or 210. Confidential mission details. Your new mission is to capture
221.
renegade your members. Not only did these members go AWOL. All right,
Yeah,
so
you
I gotta,
started this quest.
So I got a couple more quests now.
Yeah.
I'll just make sure I save it before I.
Operator 210 to 9S. Be aware that the following transmission is classified Privilege Level 5. A group of Yorha fighters deployed to the city ruins have deserted. We need you to take care of them immediately. And 9S, be careful.
She's starting to grow on me.
Yorha members deserting? And attacking the resistance, no less?
Well, I mean, 9S is starting to grow on her.
Yorha units
Yeah, that's
should
what I
be
mean.
captured
Yeah.
and detained in order to keep
said
collateral
that
damage
backwards.
at a minimum.
Yeah.
Detained?
I thought you
Easy
meant
for you to say.
that you, Dylan, were
No.
starting to like the character, and
No,
I was
no,
like,
no.
well, yeah, but she's changing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
It's that it's that 9S is starting to grow on her. Is what I meant to say.
Yep.
Okay, so now
It's like, because you get that first one, it's like, no response is necessary. And then you get the second one, it's like, while no response is necessary, a response would not be like, I wouldn't be angry about getting a response.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't.
Oh, it's not an actual quest. I have to go see her
For what?
for the fish.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna go do that then first.
She's
after
also.
after
Well,
I
I mean, you're gonna get a quest from her. And then you can. Because I think.
Sheen Sword has a lot. I'll get to that in a second. Sheen Axe,
Fear
Cruel
of the
Bloody Oath,
Usurper.
and Stretched Coils.
Yeah, you need stretch coils for level 2 stuff.
Spear used by a prince's double to murder his liege.
It has increased crit when you power it up. But yeah, the weapon story for the Spear of the Usurper is really good.
Dented sockets. I'm not going to waste those because I don't have very many of them.
Mm-hmm.
I just figured I'll teleport over to Jackass, get the ending, and then go do quests here.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll do that first. Because she should be here.
But I don't know if she'll be there. Because I remember doing the fish after a quest chain for her.
Okay.
In which she's like, hey, fight this group of guys. Now fight this group of guys with this stipulation. Now fight this group of guys.
Yeah.
And I think the fish was at the end of that.
Okay.
I think she's just letting you know that she found a fish, and it's super interesting. There's a mackerel, I believe.
A real fish, not a robot fish.
Yeah. And she wants to test its effects on android physiology.
You'd think there'd be, like, scientists that could answer that.
She is a scientist.
Yeah, but
How do you,
like,
how do you
the
think
androids
she's
are
able
a
to
creation
blow up?
of humans.
You might as well go into...
Oh, I'm going to. I just want to, like, I'm in the red zone right now. I might as well figure this out.
I don't think it's here, though. You have to... All the red zones show up, but you have to do them in order.
Right. It's the one over there I have to do first.
I actually think it's the one by the factory that you have to do first. Because we checked up there. And it didn't trigger.
So we'll go talk to the amnesia chick.
Yes. I believe...
Is that her?
Yeah.
Yeah, there she is.
So, how'd it go? You find the murderer?
Did learn that you sold the hood to someone.
What? Me? You
No.
crazy.
Sold the hood after the explosion in the ruins. This doesn't make sense.
Makes sense.
Something to do with the murder.
But that's impossible. I don't know about any of that.
You said that you were still... There's still some records left in the pod, right? Then we have to look at them right now. Why wouldn't we have started with that?
You did. Sort of.
Think about this for a second. I want you to understand what you're asking. You may have killed your own friend. I don't know why or how, but it's possible.
Don't care. Gotta know the truth.
I mean, that's fair. I get that.
Alright. I'm heading in.
Hacking her is not the answer. Oh, there it is. Hacking that is the answer.
Yes.
Like, I looked at the first picture, but why wouldn't I have just
I
kept
don't
going
know.
and going? Let's look at more. We need more info.
You suck.
Examining storage circuits. 88%. 92%. 98%.
Yep.
You did it. I'm a type E. Of course. I execute people. It is my function.
So without warning. Friend. So I did. I had my orders and I followed them.
But then it broke.
It was hard, so hard, and after a while I couldn't live with that. I had what I would have done. So you erase your own memories. This wasn't the first time.
Yeah. She's not crazy. She's just ordered to do these things. And
I have a
doesn't like
question.
it.
She's killed comrades, friends, and lovers countless times.
Yeah.
How often do her friends, lovers, and comrades decide that they need to desert and become traitors?
Everyone's always deserting all the time.
I guess.
You literally found 2 people deserting like 10 minutes ago
Yeah.
in story.
I mean, I
time.
guess I get it, though, because we're androids that are created with the sole purpose
Who
of
cares?
cleansing the Earth
Yeah.
so the humans can
Who
come back.
cares about humans? I just want to live my life.
That's fair. I can respect that. I get it.
That's. You are right. Yeah, I'm great.
All right.
E for execution. I follow orders. I kill my friends.
That's why she keeps deleting her memories, so she'll stop being crazy.
And
Solve
you
the
solved it. You solved the murder. Now I'm going to pay you. Do you need a friend killed? A lover? It's my job.
My job, my job, my job, my job, my job.
Let's go.
Offensive heal plus 3.
To be
Tanning agent 5.
offensive heal is actually really good.
Pod program wire.
So yeah, I don't know what it does. It's one of your pod weapons though.
Let's find out.
But yeah, offensive heal is your lifesteal on hand. Which
Yes.
you have one installed, so depending on what level you're at, you might be able to fuse that.
Fire a wire in the direction the
Oh,
pod is
right.
facing. If it hits a foe, it launches the combatant right to the target for an up-close assault.
Yeah, it allows you to leap 2 enemies for big melee.
That sounds really cool if I was playing 2B still.
Yeah. But yes, all of the letters correspond to their types. So the O's are operators, the S's are scanners, the
B is
B's
battle?
battle.
Yeah. What was this new chip I just got?
It was offensive heal 3.
Do I have offensive heal or do I
You
still
definitely have an offensive heal. Yeah, so
Sorry.
you have
Okay.
3 on, but check the size of the other one because you might be able to bump up to 4. Oh, if you go fuse it. It's only 11, so it'll probably come out as 11 or 12, and you've got 8 extra faces.
That's true. Yeah.
So, even more healing.
More healing. I'll get back
Type
to that. I'll
E.
just try not to forget.
I didn't know there was such a thing. Did you two be?
Yeah.
Some
Secret
things are better left
execution
unknown.
models.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, Type E's, I could see why they go crazy. Because they're execution models, which means they're literally only designed
they-
to kill more Yora.
They should not have sapience. Like, they should be robots. You turn robots into Terminators.
Yeah.
You don't... Like, that's why Skynet, when it sends out a Terminator, it turns off the learning function on their processor.
Yeah.
So that they cannot adapt in any way that they haven't already learned how to adapt.
Yeah. you
Because
don't want them to
because
go
the
into conscious.
risks are too great that they would make illogical decisions if their learning isn't guided. Which that's a scene that's not in the theatrical release of Terminator 2. Is John Connor It's only in the special edition, the director's cut. John Connor learns this, and so he takes. They take the chip out of his head to switch to manual, like it's a physical switch on the chip.
Yeah.
And so they're gonna
They're from your
manually
Alert. Targets
start
are
it.
rogue units 22B and 64B.
And then
currently
Sarah
designated for detention.
it tries to smash it with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Come for us,
And
idiot!
destroy it.
Prepare to
But
engage
John
and inform
saves
the
it.
captain.
Saves him, and then they plug him back in.
You're
He
both
goes,
currently wanted by command for desertion.
my
Disengage
internal
and
clock
surrender
says
immediately.
that took a
Shut your
while.
trap.
Was there a problem? And then
Yeah.
it's like, no problem. And then
he starts to learn.
And then it cuts immediately to the scene that is in the theatrical release, in which he tears off the console and hotwires the car, and then John flips down the hood visor, and the keys are there, and he goes, "Are we learning yet?"
Yeah. I must have actually watched the special edition
Yeah.
because I remember the scene.
Yeah.
Where they take
The other thing in the special edition, the big thing that they cut out was there's in Sarah's dream where she gets burned to bone
Yeah.
in the new.
That's a crazy scene.
In the original.
A retreat. Understood.
What's his name? The John Connor's dad from the first movie.
They're
Kyle
away.
Reese.
Kyle Reese, yes.
Yeah, Kyle Reese is in that dream, and he tells Sarah like, you gotta keep fighting, you gotta keep going, and like, because otherwise it's just a crazy, depressing dream, and it's like, but it, like in the they didn't want it in the theatrical, I assume, because they didn't want to alienate people who hadn't seen the first one. Because that was the 80s, right? That was before, like, the first one came out in the 80s.
And the second one came out like 10 years later.
It came out in, 96. So there was a significant number of people who would just be like, who's this asshole who is never mentioned again in the entire movie?
Yeah, actually, I can see the context.
So
there.
yeah,
Why,
the director's
confusing?
cut.
Like,
So yeah,
who
they
was
just
that?
they
Why is that
cut
relevant?
his section out of the dream, like, because she goes running down the hallway, and then it's the playground, and the nuke goes off, and she's shaking the fence and stuff. Before she runs down the hallway, Kyle is in her room in the asylum and talking to her and telling her she has to escape, and that's when she steals the paperclip and decides to make her break for it. Coincidentally, on the same night that John and the Terminator show up to get her out.
Yeah. Didn't the new Terminator movie not do very well?
All of the Terminator movies after 2 didn't do very well.
That's fair.
Actually, 3 probably did very well, but it wasn't received very well. Like,
Yeah.
3 probably made plenty of money.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. But then they made the prequel one.
Actually, you might need to go... I don't remember. I won't divert you, but you got to go to the top if you're doing this red area.
Okay.
It's up where the flight unit drops you
Oh,
off.
yeah.